Thank you. My name is Ephraim Mhlanga. I work for the South African Institute for Distance Education. We are based here in Johannesburg. We work in the area of education at all the levels of education throughout the whole of Africa. We do not only work in distance education, we work in education generally. And my area of activity is quality assurance in higher education. Quality assurance is absolutely necessary in all forms of education and at all levels. Whether it is the conventional face-to-face type of education, or paper-based distance education, or technology-supported distance education, or indeed e-learning, we need to find some way of ensuring that we deliver quality education. And so it is important that we come up with some form of a quality regulatory framework, even in e-learning, in order to assure our clients, our students, and society in general that what we are offering is credible. It's quite multifaceted arena, and much depends also on the context in which I work. I have supported quality assurance in various countries on the continent, and I can see different approaches being used. But generally, I think the trend in higher education is that we need to run objective quality assurance systems that can enable us to identify where we are doing well and where we are not doing well. Systems that can also enable us to show outside stakeholders that what we are doing is indeed of good quality, and we can show them by demonstrating what we do through evidence. So we in all the countries I have worked have emphasized the importance of running evidence-based kind of quality assurance systems, and this has largely been in conventional face-to-face delivery or distance education delivery. We've done some bit on blended learning. I think we need to now move very fast into e-learning so that we can do the same, because we see an increasing number of providers now offering e-learning to an increasing number of students. So unless we come up with a quality assurance framework for the rollout of e-learning, we are likely to compromise standards. And so yes, how we've done it is to try and come up with a system at an institution or within a country that can enable one to assess the level of quality of delivery of education. It's pretty difficult at the moment to be able to do it and to be able to identify institutions that are doing it, because e-learning is also used for offering programs across countries. So it is one form of cross-border provision that is happening, and agencies will find it extremely difficult to identify which institution outside their borders is in fact offering e-learning programs to people within the country. Agencies will also find it difficult to identify which institutions within their country is offering e-learning to students outside the national borders. The increasing consciousness by most academics in most institutions on the continent is something that is very pleasing, and a lot of activity that is underway by institutions and regional blocks to try and support the development of quality assurance frameworks. I will tell you that the African Council for Distance Education has to date developed a very comprehensive quality assurance framework for distance higher education institutions in Africa. It doesn't have much on e-learning, although there is some little bit of it, but at least there is that attempt by such a regional body to develop a quality assurance framework. We do have a lot of such organizations working at various levels of scale on the continent that are devoting their efforts and resources towards quality enhancement. I think that is a very pleasing development. I would want to see a situation where the same blocks will start developing standards and frameworks specifically for e-learning. And I would like to see a situation where we are able to regulate the quality of e-learning provision in our countries. I am hoping that through the workshop we will be able to share useful ideas that can enable us to at least start developing some kind of framework, quality assurance framework for online learning. And then people can start using some of the ideas, some of the rudimentary frameworks that we will have developed in quality assuring online learning.